Hi, you guys. This is Misty with the Oracle Evolution. Welcome or welcome back. We are jumping into some channeled messages. I've already written down 3 words or phrases, and which are brotherhood, creepy, and water is life. So we're going to see what the actual messages are. So let's dive in. Okay, for those of you that are new to me, I channel messages, no cards, and it might not look the same as, when other people channel. So just be prepared. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start off with the word creepy. Starting off with the word creepy. Why? I'm hearing jeepers, creepers. I feel like there's some type of peeping Tom. I'm seeing someone with some binoculars. So someone could be like at a distance. They are peeking through, looking through someone's window. This person is a total creep. Someone needs to make sure that they keep their blinds closed. I feel like whoever you are, like you do not have curtains, because I want to say like to also, keep the curtains shut. But I feel like this person, like if this is for you, you don't really have curtains, but that might be something that you would want to invest in. I'm hearing blackout. So blackout curtains might be important. That might be something that, maybe you were debating or thinking about getting. And this is confirmation that you definitely need to invest in that. I'm hearing intimate moments. So someone is peeking in, watching someone during intimate moments. For someone, this could be like during, well, you get the drift. Yeah, I feel like this is a person that like if this is for you, you feel like someone is watching you. You can't quite put your finger on like, why you can't shake this feeling. Yeah, there is someone watching. So just be mindful of, keeping, your blinds completely closed, and invest in some type of curtains. I'm hearing like it's going to be a layer of protection. So this is some type of protection for you. Okay. I don't feel like this person is a threat. I feel like they're doing it because they can, because they have like, easy access to you, so to speak. And so I'm hearing something about bird watcher. I don't know if this person gets caught, like maybe they have a spouse or something. But this person is like supposed to be a bird watcher, but they're, they're watching someone's life, private moments or, yeah, things that should be private. So anyways, anything else with that? Yeah, but I feel like, once you take those precautionary measures, this person will find something else to do or someone else to look at, yeah. Okay. Just I'm being guided to say like they're not like an obsessive stalker type person. They're just a creep. I mean, not that that's, a good thing or, it's just you don't have to work like once you um take those measures to protect yourself, you will be okay. All right. Okay. What else? Okay, moving on to brotherhood. What is this about brotherhood? What is this about brotherhood? Okay. Well, I'm hearing something about Aryan Nation. I don't see how that's my business. To each his own. There's something to do with a brotherhood. I feel like someone needs to be careful. Someone is thinking about joining a brotherhood, so to speak. It doesn't have to be what I heard, with the Aryan Nation, but someone is thinking about joining. Yeah. I mean, you know what that is. An organization that is meant for, men. Hmm. Pay your dues or something to do with like paying some dues. Someone won't be able to pay their dues. Hearing from Full House, Michelle, she would say, "You got it, dude." I don't know if someone is planning to like take advantage of someone that's wanting to become a part of an organization. So just kind of be mindful of that. Hmm. Like you don't want to be like a yes man, or, if this is a sisterhood, you don't want to be like a yes woman when it comes to this. I feel like someone needs to check their ancestry, to be honest. I feel like if this is like that type of group, before someone signs a dotted line, you need to check your ancestry. Hmm. Okay. Anything else? There's something to do with like a background check. I don't know if someone is doing a background check on you, and I feel like something might be uncovered that perhaps you are not even aware of yourself. So, just so that you're not shocked and surprised, and like you don't put yourself in like a bad predicament. Um, I'm hearing something about, signing a check that you're can't cash. Hmm. An example, like I feel like someone, it's going to turn into like someone is going to be made an example of, because it could be like someone is going to come at it from the lens of like you're doing something intentionally, like you know who you are, you know your background. But I feel like whoever this is for, you don't know your background. Like this reminds me of like a lot of people say, especially, from the United States here, that like, they have indigenous roots or background. And most people probably do. But if it's something that's being passed down, like orally from your um, lineage. But I feel like this is an instance where I'm hearing something about the cat being out of the bag. This is like someone, a mother, a grandmother, something to that effect. Great, great. I feel like this is a grandmother that may either they had a certain, I mean, I don't know what the background is, but they either it's something to do with their family that they did not share, or someone that they had children with, like the ancestry of this person. It's like, oh no, grandpa, you know, um, passed away or whatever. But no, grandpa is alive and well, and they have a different um, racial. I'm hearing racial profiling. So they just have a different racial profile, a different racial background than what you think that you have. So, um, I mean, I don't know how you're going to feel about it. I'm hearing you are what you eat. Like, it's just a matter of like, there's no good or bad with this. Like, someone is making moves based off of the information that they have been fed, you know, um, throughout a lot of years. So, like, you can only go by what you've been told. But someone was fed some misinformation, and it could end up getting someone really hurt if they join like some type of nation, brotherhood. There's something to do with that. So just, you know, someone, like, if you've ever received comments about um you being ethnically ambiguous, even though to you maybe you don't see it, but someone has made some comments, some people have made comments about your ethnicity, trying to take a gander is what I'm hearing, but trying to take a guess as to like what your ethnicity is. But to you it's like, duh, this message is probably for you. So, or I mean, obviously, if you're thinking about joining any type of lounge, brotherhood, nation, whatever, like, that message is for you. Although, depending on what it is, I don't foresee anyone like you watching my video, but I don't know. Who knows? All right. I'm just supposed to give a message. Okay. So anything else with that one? No. We're going to go ahead and move on to the last one, which says water is life. Water is life. Okay. Shelter in place. I'm hearing something about shelter in place. I'm hearing something about bow our heads. I don't know if okay, hold on. I just feel like someone, I don't know how to say this, but I mean, basically, like, just make sure that you have extra water on hand at all times. I don't feel like you need to go and buy out the store, right? This is something to do with just like having some additional drinking water, clean drinking water, in case of an emergency. I feel like if, like, whatever the emergency is, it might be, short lived, is what I feel. But you don't want to be caught empty handed, is what I feel. I don't know if this is just something is gonna happen. No, I don't know. Maybe a temporary outage. Yeah, I'm being reminded of in my little town, my little area, like, our water was off for, was it about 2 days maybe? So it wasn't anything just, completely drastic, but this was just all the water was off. And it was for 2 days, probably bordering on 3 days, and people were going, you know, but obviously because they couldn't, it was more than just about drinking water. Like, this is like they couldn't bathe to go to work or, whatever. And so, for me, I just work from home. So obviously you want to make sure that you assess I'm hearing familiar, so your family needs. Make sure that you're assessing like how many people you have in your household or in your family, and that you are making decisions based off of that. Thinking about, how much, water you consume. I'm hearing you do not need to drink 8 8-ounce glasses of water, or whatever they tell you. that's not completely necessary. And so, especially when it comes to like if there's some type of emergency or like a temporary outage, a temporary shortage, just kind of be mindful of that. Okay. I feel like, hmm, I mean, it's going to feel like it's forever. I'm being reminded of, like our own situation that we had here. And like, if I recall correctly, like it wasn't just that, like, we, the citizens, didn't know what was going on or like how long it would be, how long it would take. The actual water company couldn't give a date or time either. So it wasn't like, oh, we had, this happen, which takes normally about this amount of hours, or, it's going to be out for a day. Like it's not a planned outage, or like, I don't know what it's going to be, but just bottom line, someone needs to be prepared. How long does it take? So, I mean, but that is interesting though, because like for us, that was just like 2 or 3 days. This is making me feel like, how long can humans go without drinking water? On average, a healthy adult can survive for 3 to 5 days without drinking water. Can be shorter or longer depending on individual circumstances. Children and older adults dehydrate more quickly. Depends on your health conditions, the climate, moisture, access to moisture. Yeah, your ability to rest and reduce, physical activity and things like that. So, and the reason why I'm looking that up is because it's just making me feel like, with this water is life, even though I'm saying it's short, like it's going to be short lived, like it's not going to be, completely a completely long time. I mean, it's going to feel like a long time, because 2 days, one day, a couple of hours feels like a long time when you're so used to having something, just like, easy access to something, having things on hand or, on standby. So, but all that to say, if they're saying it takes, that most people can last 3 to 5 days, I feel like, someone needs to plan for at least 7 days. Okay. Someone needs to plan for at least 7 days. And yeah. Um I don't know. This is not funny, but I'm here in Hobath. So someone's gonna have to get used to the thought or the idea of, washing up in the sink, or, something to that effect, because someone is going to need to, or someone's, obviously, if this is like a um, malfunction or outage or something like that. But some people are going to have to get used to the thought or the idea of not being able to take a full, bath or shower, for a couple of days, or whatever. So you got to do what you got to do, clean your important parts, um because the focus is going to be on drinking water for someone's, um maybe you can get certain types of water for, like bathing, or I mean, I don't know what the difference is with all of the different waters, but it's like, maybe there's some that you can use for toiletry, things like that. And then, like maybe spring water or purified drinking water strictly for, you being able to drink the water or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. But we're going to go ahead and leave that there. Hold on. Anything else about that? I don't know why I'm hearing Washington, Vermont, and Virginia. I'm hearing something about West Coast. I don't know what's going on. Rolling. I don't know if it feels like there's some type of, someone might have like a rolling outage, but it may have something to do specifically with water. I mean, definitely if you have been getting like a nudge to stock up on certain things, not to say that something is guaranteed to happen, but you know, just to be on the safe side. Um, I don't know why I'm saying this, but it's like, don't focus so much on like chips and, you know, like junk food. Someone needs to, like, someone is forgetting, someone is for, like, if you have started stocking up, I feel like someone is forgetting water, because someone feels like someone, it's like taking it for granted that you're going to have water. Like someone is thinking about, like, you know, maybe a food shortage, but thinking that you're still going to have access to water, and not taking into an account that, you know, other things happen as well. So anything else? Anything else? No. So we're going to go ahead and leave it there, you guys. I hope this was helpful. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, all of that good, juicy stuff. I love you, and have a beautiful and fantabulous rest of your day. Bye now. Mwah.